Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Nephtara Grace. If you're new, welcome in. If you've been here before, welcome back, tribe. You know what it is. We're going to start the way we do most of the time. I can't claim all the time. Most of the time. Goose. Athila. Mouthies necessity. So the ancestors. This is protection. Okay. Okay. This is a divine union that these runes were putting me in the mind of the last few readings. The High Priestess Hierophant couple that create the Ace of Wands. That's what this is like this divine union that produces limitless possibilities that the ancestors and the gods have protected out of necessity. Yeah, that's what that looks like. Okay. Well, there we are. Let's get a goddess out here. Who wants to speak up? Yeah? Okay. I had a moment of like, this deck, which deck? Hey, the healer. So you may be a healer. Apparently you are a healer. That's precious. Okay. Kipitaki. I know Kipitaki. Love that fox spirit. Pardon the dry throat, you guys. Obviously, I'm going to continue. Let's start with Kipitaki. Because, yeah, the affirmation is hot. Keyword here is trickster. Affirmation, I see through all illusions. Kipitaki, or Old Woman, is a crone goddess associated with the Blackfoot tribes of the Aboriginal people of North America. She is the wife of Napi, both cultural heroes and transformers of the people. They were the first man and woman made by the Creator and so interconnected that it can be challenging to find information on one without the other. She is a shapeshifter who's been seen by her people as a coyote, a trickster spirit. She's often portrayed as a troublemaker, but she's also a benevolent creator figure who frequently helps the people or teaches them important knowledge. Affirmation, I see through all illusions. Kipitaki has come to you in your reading today to deliver you a warning. Things are not what they seem to be. Motivations may be hidden, and less than genuine souls may be watching your every move. No need to be paranoid, just be wise, observant, and check in with your intuition at every turn. If you are deceived or played for a fool, there are lessons to be learned. Remember, you aren't the first person to be taken advantage of. To be free, it's essential to learn our lessons so we move forward from these trespasses without harming ourselves or others and in a positive way. Work with Kipitaki. Listen to the signs your body gives you when you feel something suspicious is going on and try to learn about red flags earlier. Spend time with an older matriarch in your community and, with an open mind, listen to their stories. Play some loving pranks. Don't be mean. Look for ways to delight and bring joy. Yes. I love it, right? And then the healer, because this is great. Keyword healing affirmation, I deserve to be healthy, thriving, and happy. So our healer is in her favorite place, her herb garden. She loves tending the various plants so she can use their magic and medicine when needed. She also finds the very act of tending her garden healing in itself. She has a deep connection to her body and needs, strengthening her ability to connect and heal others. She is aware of how many different healing modalities can work to soothe and repair people's minds, bodies, and souls, and knows that healing is not a linear process. All wounds, illnesses, and diseases take different times and methods to heal. The healer's touch leaves people and places better than when she found them. Yes. No more excuses. It's time to heal. You're being called out by your inner self, guides, and the universe to do what needs to be done for yourself. No more hiding. You've likely been putting other people first and not making yourself a priority. Now your tank is running on empty. Make your healing a priority. Incorporate it into your routine before you find yourself too burnt out, sick, or bedridden. If you aren't sure where to start, it's time to consult a healing professional. Whatever works best for you to get on the way. Schedule time off every week and stick to it. Drink herbal teas without any sugar and drink plenty of water during your day. And find a healing buddy to help you stay on track and carry out a healing spell to submit your commitment to healing to the universe. That's really, really important, tribe. I cannot say this enough. We are so... Listen, if you're somebody who resonates with being high frequency, high vibration, then you know what it took for you to get there, right? I've met, I can count on one hand, the number of people I've met who are just born high vibrational, like just obviously star children, right? So likely you're someone who's done the work to heal your shadows, to deal with some past pains and traumas, to dissolve some limiting beliefs. You've done that. And you also probably understand that that work is never done, right? It's just like it's a mountain with no top. You heal one thing and it unconceals the next layer of whatever for you to heal. Because we're not just healing trauma and drama from this lifetime. A lot of us, especially in this tribe, we're healing ancestral bloodline trauma and drama, right? Like we're literally creating this new earth by cleaning up our bloodline so that the generations born after us are born free. Free from the matrix, free from the curses and hexes that bound us and our ancestors, right? So that's just what time it is. It's time to heal. And I love that it's like, you know, there's protection here. You don't have to worry. You don't have to be paranoid, but know that while it's time for you to heal, you know, there are people who are watching you, like trying to figure out how to... bunch of weirdos. It's a bunch of weirdos is what they are. That's what they are, weirdos. I'm going to call them, just call them what they are, man. Weirdos. Somebody's healing, you're just going to be peeking around the corner. What can I do? Nothing. Go sit down and heal yourself. Dragon Sword, protecting the future. Really. What did I say? This is about healing for future generations. Okay? Like, what the what? Wide open. Limitless possibilities. Just like the rune said. Sacred pool. Like, knowing that your intentions that you put in, like, whatever, like, your intent, your thoughts are like seeds in the universe. Your thoughts are like prayers in the universe. And whatever your intentions are, you know, just know that the universe is backing you up. You're protected. You're protected like, hey, the universe is telling you, watch your six. You continue to heal, but just know people are watching you. But we got them, you know? Like, you are literally on the team with the universe. Y'all teammates. You and the universe are teammates. So whoever is watching you, they just need to sit down. They just need, I don't know what else to say. They need to sit down. Simple. It really is simple. Let me get a major theme out here. Theme from the major arcana. Ugh, we're here for clarity and confirmation, y'all. Wheel of Fortune. So, see, things keep moving quickly. There's something... I'm going to tell you why. Because I said this months ago. Lord, gee, it might have even been December. I don't know how far back in these readings you're going. Anyway, I said somebody was messing with the wheel. Somebody was janking something up. And this has been... I felt this myself personally in my life years ago. I say, how long ago? I'm drinking warm water this morning. Anyway, but I'm telling you, somebody was doing something messed up. It's like, and if you can imagine a wheel turning, Now imagine somebody pulling against the wheel so that it doesn't turn, but doing that for years. For years. Now imagine that person finally being sat the fuck down, and that wheel just starts turning now. Turning. Because it's got all this built up. Fuck. People are dumb. And because the wheel has to turn in your favor now, because whatever they were doing was keeping what was due to you from you, now every time the wheel turns, it's going to dump a blessing in your lap, which is exactly what they didn't want to see. So by virtue, by literally, by virtue of them involving themselves, getting out of their lane, getting in your lane, trying to dictate and determine what kind of blessings you get and what time they arrive on, all they did was guarantee that for the next 10 years, you get nothing but blessing after a blessing after a blessing after a blessing after a blessing. I don't know who thought, this is why people should, oh, let me tell you guys something. I am a magician. I practice magic. And there's some practices I leave alone. In the magical world, in the spiritual world, there is nothing that is off limits. You can do whatever you want to. That doesn't mean that you should. The Chariot and the Queen of Coins. Because sometimes you don't know, you sitting here thinking you got a mark, you got another lick, and you messing with a whole ass god or goddess. And your little tricks don't work on us the same way they do on humans. And what's wild is you can't tell the difference. Now who's under an illusion? I've been telling you, if you don't know the difference between a pawn and a queen, stick to checkers. I mean that. Because this don't make no sense. So listen. Ace of coins, 9 of coins. That's 10 coins. That's a whole ass party. Don't forget, the theme out here is the wheel turning. Thanks to Kippy Tiaki here, you know some type of illusion is afoot, and we start the reading off with an 8 of swords, an illusion. But this is a particular type of illusion. This is an illusion that, this isn't a 7 of cups, this is an 8 of swords. Okay, and this illusion has to do with, they're like material gain, wealth, judgment is what we don't see coming. Bottom of the deck. You know, at the core, this is about some type of divine union that's being protected for the future. But this is, I'm telling you, it's given that couple, yeah, the moon is significant. That couple who makes an Ace of Wands. I'm telling you, know what this gives? Something about, damn. It's almost like, okay, I'm going to tell you straight. The ties that bind. This is about family. This is about family. This is about ancestral lineage. That's why I was talking about it. But there's something about ancestral lineage or heritage that's not, it's a lie. It's a lie. This 8 of Swords that you see, this story, the girl is actually, she's from that castle, but there's a evil step-parent that she's hiding from, so she's wearing a donkey skin to hide her true identity. But she really belongs in that castle that you see, but she's hiding out in this cave. I'm not going to go into the whole story right now. This is the Divine Tarot, with each card depicting stories of divinity from around the world, right? You see the moon. This is something secret here about this. And this is related to an Ace of Coins and a 9 of Coins. This is related to, again, coins, material wealth. Ace of Coins is that thing, that project, that opportunity that leads to more. It leads to this Nine of Coins. So there's some illusion about this. There's some secret about that. Okay? So think about an opportunity, any opportunity that, an opportunity that leads to being successful. There's something being covered up about that. Okay, let's get more. But don't forget, the Wheel of Fortune's out here. The world. Yeah, something that's over. There was some type. I'm telling you now. What Kipitaki said. No, we ain't doing illusion. 8 of Cups. There's something about 8 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is protecting if there's something about it. Damn. Y'all, this is something. It's like it is. It's like being hidden, but not anymore. The world, 3 of Coins. Yeah, now there's it's like now I don't know. It's like now that people can see who you are. Now that people can see who you are, it's a 3 of Coins. Y'all, it's something just like that. It's like people didn't know you were royalty. People didn't know. They didn't know. They didn't know you. They didn't know. I don't know what it does tell you. You was covered up with something that didn't look like you. And nobody knew. Like, nobody knew. So it not only was it an illusion, but nobody was there when the illusion got put. It's like nobody knew. Yeah, so like whatever this is, it's almost like it just had to expire or something. The world. But it has, and people can see, oh, you're the Ace of Coins that leads to the 9 of Coins. Or now everybody want a 3 of Coins with you. I'm telling you. 4 of Cups. Somebody like, oh my gosh. Yeah. Something. There's this Wheel of Fortune and 9 of Cups. Okay, I got it. And you're over it. 4 of Cups, 9 of Cups. Now everybody wants the 3 of Cups, and you're like, whatever. Wheel of Fortune. You're not into it. It's like, that's what I said the last reading. Tables turning. 3 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You have your eye on the prize. You have a goal. You have a project. You have something you're working on. That's what you're focused on. Okay? But I feel like what this is saying, this is hilarious. I feel like what this is saying is like the tables have turned. You may have been somebody who was in a 5 of Pentacles energy. Like this 8 of Swords is showing us. You may have felt left out in the cold. You may have been living in a cave while some usurper or whatever, evil family member. I'm telling you, it's about family. Something about the ties that bind. Something about family. Okay? I'm just going to tell you, I can't hold it back. Okay? People didn't know you was the rightful authority heir. They didn't know this was your estate that you were hiding out on. They thought that, they thought you were an ass, basically. People thought you were an ass. I don't know what else to tell you. They did. But, what's interesting about this 8 of Swords is it was meant to keep you away from what's yours. But in reality, it was the divine protecting the future. Right? The divine protecting the rightful. Allowing this facade to be kept a secret until the right time. We have the world and the Wheel of Fortune out here until the right time. So it's time for you to be revealed as who you really are. And so you're bored with all these Knight of Cups offers because you're in the 3 of Wands energy. You're like, nah, boo, I've been sitting in this cave for a minute. I've been sitting, the 3 of Wands to the Page of Coins. I've been sitting in this cage for a minute. the Empress, Ten of Cups. No. The Hangman. Nope. And see, that's the thing about this illusion that I want to point out, because not all illusions are the same. This illusion had you sitting still, unable to move, right? Looking like something that you're not. But here's the thing, if you study this card, that is plenty of time to figure out what you want and the best way to get it. Discern what opportunities are actually opportunities. And figure out exactly what it's going to look like to get exactly what you want. And that's what you did. That's what you did. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anything else? What about that King of Coins? What about that King of Curves? Five of Swords, Ten of Wands, and Justice. Well, I can't tell you. So the King of Coins energy in your story is here. You're over here. It feels like becoming Mr. and Mrs. Popularity, right? Everybody wants a slice, but you already know what a slice of heaven looks like for you. The tables have turned. There's something. Hangman to the Knight of Coins, Four of Wands, a delayed celebration. Ten of Coins. This is about Six of Wands. Seven of Wands, Nine of Cups. There is a marriage here. This is interesting. It's not traditional, though. Yeah. Yeah. And it's that Knight of Coins, because there's been Seven of Cups and Three of Swords here. But now we have an Ace of Swords. Now we have clarity. So that's Seven of Wands is about. Anything else now? I feel like I'm interested in this relationship. Yeah. I got the Wheel of Fortune. I got that things are different. Things are different, that's for sure. Two of Cups, yeah. See, that's what I'm interested in, that Two of Cups. Can you tell me more about the Two of Cups? I need to switch decks. Okay. All right, guys. I want to read more about this Two of Cups. I'm gonna do that as an extended. Yeah, I'm looking at the time. I'll do that as an extended. So I'm gonna leave this reading here. If you haven't already, please like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so the next time I read, you'll know all about it. I hope you got clarity and confirmation out of this. This reading seems to be about you and how things are different now. Like you don't look the way you used to look to people. You don't smell the way you used to smell to people. Like for some people, for some of you, it's going to be like people are seeing you for the first time, because they are. You've been covered up with something that it wasn't you, okay? But it was the divine allowing this to happen, so you stay protected and hidden until divine timing, which is now, right? Hello, big reveal. And look, I think you're used to being in the Five of Coins, but that's over. Like, that's over. I think you're used to Five of Coins, Five of Cups. Babes, that's over. You got 10 coins, 10 cups out here. There's 4 wands. I mean, there's a hella major arcana. This is a big change. 3 wands. You know what you want. I mean, you're going for it. Like, you got you just good. But again, your message here is to heal. So I think part of what there is for you to heal, Lovey, is your context. Like and this is it may take time. I don't know. All of our stories are different, right? But if you're someone who's used to 5 of coins, 5 of cups, it's gonna take you a moment to acclimate to that you are now a 10 of coins, 10 of cups person, right? It's like you've been in this, under this illusion for so long, you started to believe it. You forgot that that's where you actually live. You're not this, you're that. And that's what this reading is about. And this King of Coins over here in the corner crying, and this 5 of Swords, 10 of Wands, because he got his ass beat. That's justice. And that I want you to get that. You, whoever this King of Coins is, you beat his ass with that donkey costume on. I mean that. As I'm saying, I understand some people might see you as an ass. That's not your problem. 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 Okay? All right? The reality is you're royalty. You had been usurped upon. You had been put upon. You had been displaced. You had been, And it was inevitable that you were going to come back for what's yours, that you were going to take off these robes of inauthenticity, of weakness, of shame, and actually stand in your power. And this is that time. All right? All right, y'all, I'm out of here. Remember to trust your process, your path, and your purpose. Peace. Oh, yeah, if you want to go to the 2 of Cups with me, catch me on Patreon. Link in the description box below.